Hello, Hufflepuff. How are you beautiful people doing today? I am actually doing pretty good. Actually, probably more than good. I don't know. I've got some good energy going through me right now, and hopefully the reading is good. And yeah, I'm just going to skip updates today, and I'm just going to get right on into it, okay? This is your weekly general reading, or almost weekly, because sometimes I skip weeks. And there are no dates really for it, so when the message finds you, if it applies, wonderful. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get into it, and we're going to go with this half. Alright, let's see what we got in store for you. Okay, 2 cards right out the bat. Hope you guys are keeping cool. This week's been pretty mild. Well, it's been like 10 degrees cooler, so that's always nice. We were at like 112, 116, and now we're at like 102, 106, and that I can handle. That extra 10 degrees, I'm telling you, just makes a huge, huge difference. So let's just, again, let's just see what we got, okay? I feel funny because I'm like, oh, my energy is really good, and I have this energy, and I'm not even really talking right now. I think it's just, I've been getting a lot of work done, and, you know, plus I've been working a lot on myself, and I don't know, it's like actually starting to see that hard work pay off is kind of nice. So I don't know, we'll see what we got. It was like a whole bunch just kind of fell out, but I wasn't gonna take all that. All right, let's see if we can get 2 more. Okay, let's see if we can get 1 more card. Well, there we go. All right, so I want to call that an augury. Is that what that is? It's the one that lays the silver shells. That's the Thunderbird. And this is just a snake. It's not the basilisk. And then we have Fenrir Greyback. We have Diagon Alley showing Ollivanders. Hermione's Wand. We have the Centaurs in the Forbidden Forest. Fleur Delacour, Xenophilius Lovegood, and Potions. So, alright, let's go ahead and get a clarifier card out. And then we'll see what's in store, yeah? That was like 3 cards just wanted to almost pop out. Okay, yeah, I'm not taking 3 cards, guys. However, if 3 cards pop out again, then I will take them, because I don't know, it just seems kind of like maybe that's what it wanted to do. We'll see. Okay, we got 1. And it is 4 of Pentacles, and it is stability. All right, so that's the overall message. Let me pull these up so you can see them a little bit better. Okay, Fleur Delacour, Xenophilius Lovegood, Potions card, the Thunderbird, the snake. You know, maybe that's supposed to be Nagini. I'm gonna go with, I think that is. I'm actually almost thinking that is. I'm sure if I looked in the books, that drawing would be Nagini. All right, and there's the Centaurs. That's a really beautiful picture. And I've said this numerous times. I love this deck. This deck is beautiful. Hermione's wand. Oh shit, sorry, I bumped the microphone. Diagon Alley. I'm just gonna keep calling it the augury. Damn it, I think that's what it's called. And that's the one that can shrink down or be really big. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is an augury. Although for some reason I feel like maybe I'm mispronouncing it. I don't know. And then Fenrir Greyback. So, all right, Hufflepuff, give me a moment. I'm gonna look this over and see what we can come up with. Okay, so I'm gonna talk this out like I usually do. So first off with Fleur, I've got the, you know, the feminine energy, because she's the only female in the Triwizard tournament, right? And she's also that part Vila, so she's also got like that I think that's why I'm pulling that feminine energy, because she's got like that sexy, hypnotizing, you know, just that attraction, right? Like she can attract people to her. And then next to her, you've got Xenophilius Lovegood, and he is, you know, when we see him in the Deathly Hallows, he is very much, you know, he's scared and he's driven by his fear. And, but he also, he falls into that, I feel. It's just what's coming to my, I hit the damn mic again. Guys, I'm sorry. So he is, you know, the founder, editor of the Quibbler, right? And that's, you know, like the National Enquirer, where it's really on the outskirts of actual news, but, you know, maybe Nargles are real, right? And so that there's that to it, where maybe there's a grain of truth within all of that. And but he's so driven by his fear that he doesn't, I mean, he chooses what's right for him and his daughter, but not necessarily what's right for everybody else. I don't know where I'm going with that. But we could just look at it as like this, you know, this strong and brave feminine energy versus this scared masculine energy. Now, I'm not saying male, female, I'm saying those traits. Like just complete polar opposite in every way. Okay, especially they're both facing in opposite directions. Again, I'm talking this out, not sure where I'm going yet. And then it's followed by the potions card. And for me, that's talking very much with the inner alchemy that, like, okay, we're going to mix something together. And what are we going to mix together? We're going to mix these two together. We're going to get the right amounts together and, you know, put them within balance. Because the next we have the Thunderbird, and I mean, the Thunderbird, this is just a beautiful picture, right? Like they're full on, got their wings spread. And so as I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, so we're going to take the two polar opposites within ourselves and we are going to mix them together so that we can spread our wings, get some freedom, maybe explore something new. But when I look at these two end pieces, I've got these feelings of these transformations where they're stuck in these in this, I don't want to say in this cycle, but I feel like it's not going to sound right, I don't think, but this is what I'm getting. It's like stuck in a cycle, but stuck in like the growth, like reaching like this ending point, this pinnacle that you can't go any further. And the reason why I'm thinking that is Nagini's a maledictus, right? And with the maledictus, they can't, they can't stop it. And ultimately, they become whatever it is that they're going to become. In this case, she becomes a snake, and she's like stuck in that form. There's no going back. She can no longer transform back to a human. And with Fenrir, he is like in human form here, but he still is very visible a werewolf, right? So he's like stuck in that transformation. So that's what I'm getting with this, is like a stuck in a transformation. This feeling of like you're lifting off, you're mixing this, you're getting the alchemy down, you're getting that balance, and you're finally starting to take flight, but then you get stuck, like some kind of roadblock. Okay, all right, that's what I'm getting here. When we come down over here and looking at the centaurs, and when I think of the centaurs, they chose to be classified as beasts. They chose to handle their own affairs. They are incredibly smart, very, they're wise, they understand the stars, and they're very prophetic, right? Like they can read the future through the stars. And they're also very introspective. Whenever we reach one of them in the books, they have a very measured way of speaking, to where they really think about what they're saying, and in this view, they're just kind of like on the horizon. They're not right up in your face. They are like kind of in the distance. So it's like they're kind of watching. So this being stuck at this point where you can't return, after you tried to fly, you did what you thought you had to do, you mixed it all together, and you took flight, but then somewhere in your transformation you got to what I would think of as a roadblock. Okay, and something is on the horizon, some kind of fate, prophecy, whatever. There's something in the stars, something that's working that you can't quite see, because none of them are really in focus. You can't really make them out. And so it's kind of there. So that tells me that, that you're stuck here in your transformation, and you can't really see what's in the future. And then when we get here to Hermione's wand and Diagon Alley, so her wand is the vine wood, and it's got the, if I'm not mistaken, the dragon heartstring core, and it's meant for, a very clever witch or wizard that's going to really do something top of their class, really going to excel in life, really. Something just very much in control. And for me, that says, with all of this, the next part where my mind is going to is that there is, at the core of all of this, there is a flexible and fiery energy, this greatness that is still there. Like, it's not, God, did her wand ever even get broken? I want to say no. I'm pretty sure it was just Harry's and Ron's wands that broke. And so I feel like there's just this constant, right? And and it's Hermione, so it's like, it's all of that wit, it's all of that, just that real clever, just a clever thread, okay? when I put that and see it next to Diagon Alley, you know, you go there and there's everything that you need, right? Everything that you need, um, all in one stop, right? Um, so I feel like that is saying that you're stuck in this transformation. You can't see what's happening, what's on the horizon, but there is this very steadfast thread, and that you need to go get more supplies, more information. There's something more that you need, and especially it's right underneath the potions card. So again, that brings me right back to this mixing of the elements. And you know, there's a missing ingredient. There's something that you're needing to find. And then when with the augury next to it, so you know, this is the one that lays the silver eggs, that helps Jacob to open up his shop. And they've got that cry that, am I right? I could be wrong. If I'm not mistaken, they've got the cry that that people always associated with death, but really it was just they would cry for when rain would be approaching. And I mean, look, I live in the desert, so we're in the middle of like a horrible drought. So for me, and especially with just how I was brought up, rain is a good thing. And so this is telling me that there is, within like what's on the horizon, and once you go and when you go in to look for what it is that you need, when you find it, which, I mean, that is one that they were looking for, right? And they had to use the demigeist, right, to go find it. What the hell was my point there? They had to go find it. And it was in a teacup. Yes. Okay. So yeah. So going and looking for it, and are you looking for something that's, you don't know what you're looking for? Well, yeah, duh. Okay. That's, yeah. You're not sure what it is, but it's going to come in a form that you least expect. And it's going to be fairly hard to find it's going to be pointed out to you by somebody else. Somebody else is going to give you what you need. Yep, somebody's going to, okay, there it is, clicked. Somebody else is going to give you what you need. And it's almost going to be like it's a throwaway thing for them. Because yeah, with Jacob, his memory was wiped and he went back to work at the factory, and then just one day, boom, there's a suitcase full of silver eggshells, and he's able to quit and open up his bakery. So it's going to come in some form that you're not even expecting it. And I have found that when you maybe stop looking for it, that you know, the best things really show up. And I don't know that it's going to be financial. I don't know if it's going to be rain. I don't know any of that. Okay. But it's the one thing that you need, and it's going to come from a very unexpected source. But then here, right, we still have this blockage of being stuck in a cycle. But with the overall energy being the Four of Coins and its stability, which honestly, I'm wondering why that's a 4 when there's a hell of a lot more coins on there. Kind of weird, but I'm not going to argue. And yeah, so maybe that's what it is. It's just, it's that financial stability that's going to come from here. Maybe your financial situation is going to be taken care of, and that'll be nice. It'll be a stable environment for you to... Okay, that makes sense. So what I'm getting is that, you know, you're trying to work on yourself right now. You're trying to work on your on your cycles, on your growth, and on your freedom and all that kinds of stuff. But what's really in the cards for you, what's really on the horizon, even though you go looking for it, and even though you have like this constant thread, that you're still, even though financially you're going to be okay, like that part's going to get taken care of in some kind of unexpected way. Maybe you're going to get a new job. Maybe you're going to win a lawsuit. Who knows? But then you need to come back to this. So financially, either you need to get stable, but I feel like you are going to be stable financially, hopefully for a while, who knows, so that you can get back to this stunted growth that you have, so then you can start moving forward. So it sounds to me, Hufflepuff, like you're kind of going to be in this interim as far as this spiritual inner growth, but your finances are going to be okay. So if you're stressing about finances, it looks like really soon, unexpectedly, you're going to be okay. And then that way you can really focus on your growth. Okay? All right, I hope that helps. I love you guys as always. Be good to yourselves. And I will see you again, hopefully next week. If not, I'll see you soon. All right, love you. Bye.